Welcome to module number 3. Who do you become valuable to? So let's have it like a scale here, right? We have a scale here. And here you have time. And here you have money. So for example, somebody who needs more money and you come in and offer them more time, what ends up becoming is them not being interested at all in what you offer because they don't really need it. So there's no demand. And when there's no demand, there doesn't need to be supply, right? So where there's a big demand, there's a big supply. And that's how people get to generate most of their ideas on what to do next in their entrepreneurship journey, because they understand that in this market right now, there's a big demand, right? For now, for this example, right now in this time is AI. People are so interested in AI, they just want to learn how to leverage that because it saves them time and money. If I can get somebody to call people 24 hours a day on autopilot, and that means that I don't need the department of all of my salespeople that cost me $100,000 a month. So if I can do that, I save $100,000 a month. That's revolutionary for anybody out there. If you're making $100,000 a month extra, it is revolutionary, it changes lives. All right, so what I mean by that is that it saves you time, you don't have to train the people, right? And on top of that, you don't have to pay them. So they're not even there, the work just happens. But what I mean by that is that there's demand. People are crazy about AI right now. So if you're in that space, you're gonna be making money. The thing is that when you're offering somebody time, right, and they don't need it, there's no demand. And when there's no demand, people don't care and the scales are tipped. All right, for example, when somebody needs money and you come here and offer them time and they don't need it, there's no demand for it, the scales tip, right? And you have to know that beforehand. Before you even go out there and tell somebody, hey man, I can offer you this, you have to know beforehand what it is that they need. Do they need time or do they need money? And when there's a big demand, right? When there's so much demand out there and you start and getting in with your offer and it's spot on because that's exactly what they need, they just want to kiss you, man. You're the man. You're awesome right now. You're offering them exactly what they needed at the right time. And they'll be like, yeah, man, sure, please, take my money, man. Take it, you know? They'll just give you exactly what you need because that's what they need, right? Where there's a big need, there's a big demand. Where there's a big demand, there's a big supply. And when there's supply at the right time, when they need it, you make a lot of money, right? So then again, who do you become valuable to is more important question than what do you offer. And I'll give you a very good example in this. Let's imagine that I do content creation for people, right? We're gonna take somebody who's a YouTuber who already does content creation, and then we're gonna take something like a life coach, right? A life coach. Now, what is the difference between these two when I offer them the service of I'm gonna create your content or edit your content or, services just like that with a content creation in mind. Now, when I do this for a YouTuber, I only save them time. They don't make much money out of it. They make money out of the views that they make, but they don't directly have a correlation between them making money and me creating videos for them. Most of the times, I take more money out of their pocket than I make them. So I save this person time that they already have, mind you, to be a YouTuber in the first place. Because being a YouTuber in the first place takes a lot of time out of your daily basis in order to create the videos, script them, make them, edit them, publish them correctly with the SEO, with the description, with all of the things that you want to have in them. So they are already spending a lot of time to make them videos. So if they do have the money, then maybe it's a good deal, but you're not gonna get paid a lot because you don't really bring money to the table. Now, we're not talking about super successful YouTubers out there who have millions of views and they actually generate money. These people are actually gonna give you money, but in order to strike such a deal, you have to be incredible at it. Now, what I'm trying to say is that you're saving them time, but you're not directly correlated to them making money, right? You're not the money-making method for them, right? So they don't make money out of you, they make time, which is, okay, it's a good equation, but then again, it's not gonna make you crazy amounts of money. Let's bring that to the other side now and take it with a contrast of somebody who is a life coach. So if I make content creation for somebody who is a life coach, hell yes, he's gonna make money, because if I make content creation for this life coach, right, people are gonna see him, eyeballs are gonna come to him, traffic is gonna come to him, and then we funnel that and we take it to his website, for example, or they DM him and tell him, hey man, I loved your video, I see what you can bring to the table, maybe we can schedule a call. So life coach, when I make content creation for him, people see him, right? And then they want his services. But for a YouTuber, the service is the video. He doesn't charge them for watching the video. It's free, it's out there. The YouTube platform pays him to make money, but you're not directly correlated to his clients. But when you make a video for a life coach, you're directly correlated to his clients because you reach that audience. And when you reach that audience correctly, he gets deals and he makes 5,000 per client, right? And you get a cut from that and you say, you know what, each client I bring you, you give me, 1,000, 1K. In order to make 1K from a YouTuber, guess what? You'll have to make his videos for a month. So when you bring somebody money, you can make more money. But if you bring somebody time, which doesn't really equate to making the money, then it's not as valuable all of a sudden. So when I'm offering a service that directly correlates to somebody making money, so I speak to their clients directly and the clients come in and pay him to do his service, then suddenly I am more valuable. And when you are more valuable, you suddenly, out of the blue, make more money, right? Do you get the equation now? Somebody who's more valuable to somebody because they're directly correlated to them making money and bringing in the dough, you are suddenly more valuable and then you make more money, which is how you choose who do you offer your services to. Because choosing who do you offer your services to is much more important than what exactly do you offer. You're gonna be making hundreds, even thousands more just by being directly correlated to somebody making money because by default, you are more valuable.